Dudes, welcome back to the channel, and believe it or not, today I actually have a very short and sweet video for you. All we're going to do today is I am going to show you how to change out the old light bulbs in your AC controller in the old OBS Chevys, GMCs, well, anyone whose AC controller looks a little bit like this. So we all know them, we've all seen them, we all have love-hate relationships with them. Today I'm going to show you all how to swap them out. It shouldn't be too hard of a process, as it's only 3 bulbs, and that's not too hard to get to. But I'm going to get into taking apart this dash a little bit, and hopefully we'll get this thing grooving real quick. Alright, y'all. So the first thing I suggest is disconnecting the battery, as we are dealing with electrical. Don't want that to short out any kind of way. But after you disconnected it, I already got mine disconnected. I'm going to turn my key onto the run and jam this down all the way to first gear. What that's going to do is allow us to remove this outer bezel here without anything being in the way. But yeah, so all y'all are going to do is take out the, let's see, the 1, 2, 3, and 4 screws. Disconnect these wirings, which I like to do that with the old flathead. That's not a flathead. A little flathead screwdriver. Mine's got a natural curve to the left there. Don't we all, fellers? But just disconnect your electrical back there and out comes the bezel. Once you get the bezel out, all y'all should have is 4 7mm screws. Unless your dash is cracked like most of these other trucks. Like me, I only have 3 screws instead of the 4. But you should be able to remove those. Pop the connector off on the back, and then that part's ready to come right on out. Pretty simplistic. Love it. Now, y'all see that there's 2 screws on the back of this guy. And contrary to what you think, they're not 7mm. More like a quarter. So, I got my quarter on. We're going to pop this guy off real fast. And I'll show y'all what it looks like next. Alright, so once you get the quarters off, you can see that there's, let's see, there is a tab there that you have to push in. And then there is another tab over here that you just kind of have to work the base of this upwards. It's kind of hard to tell. There's a little tab that's on the very bottom. It's like this side here with the sticker needs to go upwards, but that tab definitely needs to be pushed in. That's why I'm using the flathead screwdriver. So one part I kind of skipped over and I shuck at it was the old camera recording bit. Whenever we're taking off the back housing of the AC unit, you'll notice that there's 2 little computer boards, one that's on the push button side and one that's just now dangling. Their connector is on the push button side. And there's no push pin, no tab or nothing to pull. All you're doing is just taking the connector and popping her right off. I could do it by hand. Definitely try to do it by hand or with something padded so you don't scratch that circuit board. But I just pulled mine off by the hand. It was super easy and very easy to plug in. Can't really mess it up. But just be careful with it because shit happens. Alright, y'all can see these 2 little screws here. These guys are extremely small. And I don't have a socket that fits them. So what I do is I take a little pair of pliers and I am very easily or very gently going from the top so I don't scratch any of the circuit board here. Come from the top and slowly loosen these up, and we can already see where our 3 light bulbs are going to be. So I'm going to work these guys out very slowly with a pair of pliers, and I'll cut back to y'all as soon as we get these out. But just know, just be very careful, and I'm coming from the top or like a topwards kind of side angle here on these 2 guys. Alright y'all, so I did go ahead and pop in a new one just to see if my new bulbs will fit. But I'm going to go ahead and show y'all how to get these guys out. And honestly, it's really simple. There's a little slot on the back of these bulbs. And all you do is put like a little flathead screwdriver in here. And righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So turn it to the left until the pins line up, and then the light bulb will just come right out. And let's see, that's what you should be looking for. that whole thing to come out. So I'm going to go ahead and flop out these other two real quick. And I'm going to put the board back together real fast and just plug it into the connector and cut the lights on to see if the polarity on these are good or if they have to be flipped 180. Alright y'all, so I just got everything put back together here. I did learn just to be a little bit patient with this AC unit. The lights are a little bit stiffer than the OEM ones, so just be real careful whenever you're turning them. They only turn to the right, but once I got them, I came out here, put them in and tested it as a dry fit. Turns out I put all three of them in backwards, but now we got them all in. I believe they are working, so let's go ahead and see. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Compared to what it looked like, that is 1,000 times better. I can actually see everything. So guys, I definitely appreciate y'all watching this video. I know it was a little broad in some spots, so if y'all have any questions, feel free to post them down in the comments below, and I'll definitely get to them as soon as possible. But if y'all like the video, please consider subscribing, as it's free. Why not? Just go ahead and do it. And we'll see y'all in the next one.